Small unallocated space left, when partitioning hard drive. What is this meant for and why can't I use it? Every so often I encounter a small unallocated space in the partitioning scheme of a hard drive, when I want to create a maximal sized partition, even though I have set the free space following to 0 in the partitioning dialog. See first picture below. Of what use this free space of 2048 sectors? The chosen partition table is GPT. Is this small space meant for the MBR equivalent of GPT? If so, why is it at the end of space? Should it not be at the beginning of the HDD?
I'm not sure why gparted does this, but I have 3 hypotheses. It may be a relic of times past. When using the old-style cylinder alignment, the number of sectors on a modern disk would seldom work out to an exact number of cylinders, that is, the last cylinder would be partial. Thus, when partitioning MBR disks with cylinder alignment, it was once common practice to leave a few sectors at the end of the disk unused. It's possible that the algorithms that gparted uses to do this end up creating a 1 MB gap on GPT disks. If so, this could be considered a bug, albeit a very minor one. It may be a rounding error. In recent versions of gparted, partition start points are aligned on 1 MB boundaries. The developers may have intended to have the partition end at the very last usable sector, but a rounding error might have caused it to drop down by the partition alignment value of 1 MB. It may be intentional. A gap at the end of the disk could be used for a bias boot partition, which users must sometimes add after partitioning because they didn't realize they needed it, or to adjust the size of the partition table. Unfortunately for this hypothesis, gparted doesn't enable use of this space in either of these ways, although gdisk does. I've listed these options in order of decreasing plausibility. Note that I'm the author of GPT-fdisk, gdisk, sdisk, and cgdic, so I'm extremely familiar with the needs of GPT partitioning. I've even contributed a few lines of code to gparted, but I'm not familiar with the specific areas of gparted that are responsible for this behavior, hence the speculative nature of my hypotheses.
If you want to support the channel,